Hey everybody, welcome to Traditional Type. This is Ward. We're finishing up our first full week, and I wanted to spend some time talking about the projects and what I'm evaluating, how to see your grade, how to see my comments on your work, all this kind of stuff. Okay, so again, I'm seeing some nice work, and let me go ahead and show you what I'm seeing. So I'm going to minimize down. I want to use Mr. Molina here as an example. Now, the cover letter, the first project, did not need to be formatted like Mr. Molina did. He just did a great job. Uh, Talked about what he was doing, talked about his past, talked about his skill set, in and out. But I'm not expecting a formatted resume like this. Okay, but his skills are clear. He definitely spell checked. I can't find any spelling errors. Overall, nice introduction. I thought he did a great job. So I'm going to close that out. So his next project, this is milestone 2. This is type categories and turning on the Adobe Type Manager. And he put explanations beside each font. This is great. He picked some nice fonts from each category, explained them, put his name on the document. Very well done. Next is uh, type identification, parts of a font identification. Again, really nice work. Uh, Nice and clean. There's a typo here. So, guys, just really fast. I know this is a first year type class, but do go ahead and spell check your work. Now, guys, I realize many of you, as I'm looking at your surnames, are from maybe Hispanic backgrounds or other backgrounds. Many of you are bilingual. I'm jealous. I'm totally jealous. My wife speaks Spanish. She's New York, Puerto Rican. And but the deal is, guys, when you go into graphic design or like Mr. Molina, Media Arts Animation, your communication needs to be clear. Spell check is built into all software, and so you guys want to use that spell check and be as professional as possible with everything you turn in. Okay. So just a heads up on that. I'm not counting off a lot, but it is part of your grading rubric. So another thing Mr. Molina did really well is last name underscore first name, and then he has the name of the, doesn't expand out, but he has the M1, T1, T2, T3 on all of his documents. Guys, I have many of you in classes, in my class, and I have many classes, and you have many documents you're turning in. So when you name your files correctly, not first name and then last name, but last name and then first name, guys, you got to realize I grade from last name to all the way down, and so it really helps me when I download all the projects that your files are named correctly, so that I can review them all quickly and give you the grade that you should get. And so I really need that. This is the first week. I totally get it. You know, you're learning my system and things, but I need that last name and then first name when your work is turned in. That file naming is important. So another thing is that if we look, so you've turned in tasks, and the tasks have a post folder. Guys, just so you know, I only grade the submission folder. Now, there can be a grade for the each of the tasks, but to be honest, I'm grading the final submission folder, the post here, okay? Milestone 1 submission, post here. And what I want, let me go to Tools and Submissions. So I want all 3 files turned into this folder, and that's what I'm going to evaluate. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Mr. Molina here because I did grade him, and I want everybody to see where to find your grade and what that looks like. So Mr. Molina's grade is published. I'm going to click on that. So as you scroll down, you'll see there is an evaluation, a submission rubric. I click on that rubric. So I thought Mr. Molina did a great job on his type anatomy diagram, technical execution, quality composition and use of design principles, all these things. You can see use of vocabulary, spelling. Yes, I dinged you a little bit on that. But you know, not a whole lot. So Mr. Molina ended up with an A level of work. And you see here, great job, Raul, exemplary cover letter, great classification, elements of type. I want all the projects turned in to each submission folder so that I can review them, see if you made any changes. And you're going like, Ward, what changes? So I dropped out of Brightspace. Let me get back in. So I want to show you guys how to check your grades. So if I go, so you have a pull down tab, you only have yourselves. I'm going to click on Mr. Molina. So you can see I did not grade his task 1, task 2, task 3. What I did grade is his final submission, and that's what I'm going to grade for all of you, is your final submission each week. But here's where I want you to click. Whoops, that's milestone 2. That was my bad. Show comments. So you not only see your grade, but you see my comments, but they're hidden. And that's kind of confusing. I want to make sure you guys, when you see that grade, look for my comments. I didn't give Raul a lot of comments because, you know, he made an A, so there wasn't really much to fix. But if you get a C or and you're wondering, what did I not do right? I'm going to tell you in the comments, okay? So please look for those. So, but look for them in the final submission and where the grades are, okay? That's where you're going to get your grades. So I do want to go back to Learning Path. And I want to show you all something else. So the discussion threads. So I opened up Doria's work and I'm looking at it. And what I see is that she did not put her font classification on there. So I'm going to go back and I want to show you guys how to see comments. Because some of your fellow students have been commenting on your work and they've been making great observations, like, oh, you forgot this. So I'm going to do that for Doria. So I'm going to say, great, font selection, but you're missing your font classifications above each group of fonts, like serif, sans serif, etc. But then, see this click to subscribe to this thread? That means that anytime someone comments in that folder, you're going to get a heads up. I'm going to post it. And it's typically up here. I can't remember if it's the bell or if it's the subscription alerts. That's it, update alerts. You're going to see that bell is going to have a little dot by it, and you'll click on it. And yeah, okay, so but typically that goes off when someone comments on that thread. So make sure that you have that clicked on. You can also add attachments, which I tend to do. It's like, oh, hey, here's a visual that shows a better idea of what I'm looking for. But you guys go to click on each other's work and sort of see what's been going on. So you can sort of like self-figure out, oh, I need to fix that. So anyway, guys, I want you to know that the folder, I opened it up for a couple extra days. So the final submission for milestone 1, I'm trying to make it Wednesdays, but I'm giving you guys a couple of extra days because I want to make sure that everybody turns it in right. You're hearing my comments. I'm saying, oh, when I go to tools, submissions, and I click, I see, oh, Emily only turned in 1 file, and so did Daniela. And Alicia did, but Alicia put her first initial in, which means she's Hernandez, but she's gonna rise to the top, and then I'm gonna mess her up when I'm trying to grade. Danielle 1 file, but Raul did all 3, which is great, and so that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Now it looks like Seth may have turned in all 3 as 1 PDF, which I love that. And he named it Milestone. But maybe. Let's see. Let's pull it up. And no, it's only 1 page. It's only 1 file. So Seth, I want you to turn your work back in as well. Okay, but he didn't name it Milestone 3. But again, I should have Schrader_S. Milestone 1, task 3. Okay, I need these things named correctly. And that's why I want you all to go back and resubmit your work correctly so that I'm able to give you the full points you deserve and that you turn things in correctly from now on. Okay, that's why I extended the timeline. So please, if you have any questions, I'm always trying to look, let's see, learning path. I'm always trying to look at questions for the professor. And again, subscribe to Thread. Do you want us to create an account for the Task 2 video? And then I'm going to say, no, you should be able to log in with your student ID to get to the videos for free. But you may have to wait until your ID is approved. So keep me informed, please. But again, subscribe to Thread, and that way Raul will find out, oh yeah, that he'll get an update, and hopefully I'll hear from him saying, oh yeah, Ward, it worked, or more, no, I need your help. So anyway, definitely subscribe to all these threads, okay? And then Linda here, look at this. She gave a couple of great links. So you guys want to subscribe to these threads so you can get this great information from your fellow students. And Linda, again, thank you very much for putting that in. And which I did down here. No, I didn't. No, I didn't reply to you. I'm sorry, Linda, I didn't reply to your thread. So Linda did a great job. Keep on doing the great work, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Please post questions to the professor here, any general questions. And again, I will try to get you as soon as possible, okay? So I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. You let me know if you have any questions, and keep on doing your great work. I'm going to do another video about Milestone 2, Task 1, because that deserves an entire lesson on its own. So you guys will get another video from me soon.